Hey, this is Mike from Junkie on Crafts and Builds, and this is the impressions video for Guardians of the Galaxy Yondu from Marvel Legends. Now, this is not the same Yondu we are used to see through the MCU. This is actually the comic version. So here's the front of the box. Here's the side with another really cool image of Yondu. There's the back with the accessories that come in the package, and a digital render of Yondu on here on the side. So let's just go ahead and open them up. And here's Yondu out of the package. Off the bat, is so much better than the other figures in the Guardians of the Galaxy wave that I've seen so far. Especially compared to Drax and Star-Lord, which I did an impressions video on. That's going to be in the box here to the right. Anyway, let's start looking at his accessories. The most glaring item that needs to be put on him, and that is his fin. Now, this fin is unpainted, red plastic, shiny. At first, I thought it was warped as all get out, but it's not. I think that's actually how they wanted his fin to look. And as you can see, he has this big old notch in his head. So we're just going to go ahead and put it on here for you. And there we have Yondu with his fin attached to his head. Looks great. I mean, just absolutely great. So let's continue on with the accessories. He, of course, has his cosmic bow, and that is made out of a gold plastic, and it has this translucent bowstring here. That's kind of neat. Interchangeable whichever way you want to have him hold it. He also has a quiver that holds arrows. Nicely sculpted. Yellow plastic and red deco across the top here, or is that a separate piece? Actually, I take that back. I think it's a separate piece of red plastic. Unpainted. To use a wash, but still nice enough. And he comes with one arrow. This one's slightly bent, but I mean, that's a little bit of heat to clean it up. An adapter here for his fingers in the back. Problem is nowhere to slide this arrow into the quiver. That's unfortunate. I mean, they have this one little piece here that's raised to look like it's the next arrow up in his quiver to use. And they've done it with classified. Just put a hole and let us put that arrow in place. It would have been perfect. But that didn't happen. So let's get him geared up. He's got a hole in the back here for his quiver. Put that on the side. So that's what he looks like all geared up. So let's go ahead and look at the aesthetics. Aesthetically, Yondu looks really, really nice. He is definitely sculpted and painted as I remember him from the old Guardians of the Galaxy comics. Looks really great. This head sculpt is just money. Like, I can see, like, this guy just looks... Continuing on with that head sculpt, and you see that fin and just takes up some real estate there, but looks great. I like it. The ears, the deco of the paint. It's not really... No, and maybe it does have it doesn't have any shading on or anything, but just the way the shadows are with the sculpt creates these natural pockets in the sculpt that look really, really good. The eyes are really nice red. Lips have a slight blue, so it's a really good paint job on the head. Looking at the body, we have a painted deco here on the chest to simulate his uniform. The star and the Guardian star, it looks really good. The gold actually doesn't look bad. It's nice and sharp and crisp. There are no real mess-ups on the chest here on the front or here on the back. It looks really, really good. We got this floating gold plastic piece. Could use a little dry brush or something to get it to pop a little bit. Same with the shoulder or arm buckle here and the wrist. On the other side, we have these painted gold bars across the arm. They could have used another swath of the paintbrush, would have done wonders for this guy. But overall, really good. We have another floating piece here for the waist that separates the waist swivel here. Legs. Normally I'd say the legs are a little skinny, but for this, and with being an alien, I think it's appropriate. I don't mind it at all. We got pinned shoulders and knees. And then we have these really cool sculpted boots with some feet. So now that we've looked at that, articulation wise, we can get pretty close to 90 degrees. Again, this buck has been reused before. We have a really nice butterfly cross here. Arms can go all the way around. We have double jointed elbows, pinned. We have a wrist swivel and hinge inwards. On the other side, more the same. And this hand rotates and hinges in as well. We have a decent ab crunch. You can go down that far, bend back that far. The sculpting does end right around there, so that's a little disappointing, but acceptable. We have a waist swivel. Legs can go and do pretty much a full split. Can go up that far, back to his flat butt that far, thigh swivel, and like I said, double jointed knees. We have a boot swivel. Toes can go down, back that far, up that far, and we got a pivot. So all in all, pretty good. Nitpicks. If anything, it's once again the way the thing has been engineered and the plastic that's used. This harder upper plastic is shiny compared to the matte finish of the PVC legs, so that kind of is distracting a little bit. But I think with just a simple dry brush, I can get him to look really, really good. But that's the articulation aesthetics. Let's do some comparisons. And for some simple comparisons, we have Yondu here with a Star Wars Black Series Shore Trooper and a Fortnite Victory Royale Metalhead. And again, he's what you would expect for Marvel Legends and from Hasbro. They all kind of are intermixed with the sizes here. Definitely looks good. Will fit into your 6-inch figure collection. For a larger figure, here is my Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Ursa Major. My Guardians of the Galaxy Groot and Rocket are temporarily with friend of the channel T-Man 978. And if you haven't seen any of his reviews, check it out here on the right. But again, for a larger figure, as we expect, he fits right in. Let's go to final impressions. So final impressions of Guardians of the Galaxy Yondu comic version. I like this guy. I think he is one of the best figures in this wave. I think the comic version of Yondu hits that spot. I don't know if there are other comic versions of the Guardians out yet, but hopefully if there's not, and this guy is successful, we'll see more of those classic figures come out. He is a Target exclusive, so be aware of that, but I've not seen any empty shelves of Marvel Legends figures for this wave. Shouldn't have a problem finding him. Again, he's a great addition. If you can find him, I hope you pick him up. And again, thank you for watching. We'll talk again soon.